Factors of technological environment means there are certain factors which affect the technological environment. Which are those factors? Non-commercial technology transfer. It is for the business, it is for the non-business activities, which is utilized by the NGOs and NPOs. Cost reduction. Say what happens, so a single machinery can put the efforts of 10 individual people or the 10 employees of organization. Hello everyone, a warm welcome to one and all. I am Mr. Hemant Kumar from the Department of Commerce and Management, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, MYSURU, the Temple of Excellence. In today's session, we are going with the subject called Business Environment, that is for third semester BBA students. In today's session, we are going with session 1 of Unit 5. It's about technological and natural environment. So these are all the two concepts that we need to go through in today's session. This is the agenda of today's session. We are going with the concept of technological environment. Okay, so the brief introduction about technological environment and meaning, features, types of technology. So which are all the types of technology that we people utilize in today's generation for the business entity. Transfer of technology, how we people are going to transfer the technology from one place to another place, and which are all the ways. Impact of technological implementation in business. So how we are going to implement the business and what exactly the implement is going to happen, whether it is a positive or negative. That is the thing that we need to go with. Okay, so Information Technology Act that we are going with. There are certain norms that has been formed under the Information Technology Act, which must followed by everyone. Okay, so technological environment. So what exactly the technological environment is? The technological environment encompasses all the technological factors such as inventions, discoveries, research, development activities. Okay, so these are all the things that is been done by the technology. Okay, so it may be an invention. Okay, it may be an invention, it may be a discovery, it may be a research, it may be a development activities, or the automation and digital advancements. So these are all the things which is going to happen. Okay, that kind of the advancement in technology that we call it as a technological environment that affects the functioning and purpose of the organization. Okay, so which is going to affect the functioning and performance of the organization. Means the functioning and the efficiency, the effectiveness of the organization depends upon these all factors. Okay, that particular topic that we need to go through in today's session, that we call it as a technological environment. So there is a beautiful definition that has been given. Okay, so according to the business dictionary, the technological environment refers to all the factors related to the development and application of technology, for the development of technology and also for the application of technology, including the inventions, innovations, advancements in methods and process through the impact business operations. So these are all the things that we need to consider. Factors of technological environment means there are certain factors which affect the technological environment. Which are those factors? Rapid technological change. So the business should cope up with the rapid change in technology. Means it must follow, because the business environment, we call it as a dynamic environment, because it is dynamic nature. The business keep on changing as per the trend, as per the generation. Say what happens, rapid technological change. What happens if we won't change as per the technology, as per the generation? Okay, so we may fall during that time. So what happens is, Nokia company, it failed to cope up with the 5G Android mobile. Okay, so it have its old version of software, so it failed to compete against the competitors, and it become the reason for the fall of that Nokia company. Automation and efficiency. See what happens, already we people are aware of the replacement systems that has been introduced in today's generation with the help of machine learning, cloud computing, Internet of Things. By utilizing these all things, we had automated the system. Okay, say what happens, automation automation and efficiency. See what happens if you automate the system, the efficiency get increased. Okay, say for example, Amazon India Private Limited, it is the only company which had adopted robotics for the packing purpose. Okay, so it can get effectiveness, efficiency in the work, and also it can complete the work as early as possible. Okay, so that we call it as automation and efficiency. Focus on invention and research and development. It is a main thing should be considered by all the entities of or the organization. Okay, so it must keep developing from time to time, trend to trend. It must get updated. So it may be in terms of the innovation and research and development. So this is the only reason why Apple iPhone hold a first place. Apple company hold a first place when it come in terms of a smartphone industry. Technological obsolescence. Okay, see what happens earlier. We people were using the typewriter, which was consuming time, and also if there is a mistake, okay, there is no appropriate solution for that. Okay, so nowadays that typewriter is transformed into a PCs, personal computers. Okay, so that is a change that has been happened. Global connectivity. Using the technology, we can connect globally. Okay, so whether it is a Google Classroom, okay, so whether it is a Zoom class, okay, say for example, Google Classroom, Zoom Classroom, okay, so it is going to connect the peoples globally. Say for example, a YouTube channel, okay, say what happens, I am doing the video, okay, so this video will be watched globally. So it is a reason why it is going to connect globally, means this technology is beneficial to connect the people globally. Next one is impact on employment. Okay, so up to some extent, this technology, the invention of the technology, the upgradation of the technology affect deeply on the employment, because a single machinery can do the efforts of 10 individuals. So it impact on the employment, that is in a negative way. Data driven decision making. So regarding the replacement system that is being adopted either by the manufacturer or the retailer, okay, so it is going to give the own contribution when it come in terms of a large or the bulk quantity of goods which is being transferred. Cyber concerns. So already we people are aware of the cyber security and the privacy concerns. Okay, so without safety we won't do anything. If our matter leak, or if any data that has been stored which we get leaked, we won't have trust on any kind of the electronic gadgets or the device. So to safeguard our data, so cyber security and the privacy concerns is required. Okay, because whatever the things that we do, it should not get shared. Okay, types of technology in technological environment. So there are various kinds of the technology that is being used when it comes in terms of technological environment. There are different kinds of technology. Say for example, information technology. All ITBTs are running just because of this information technology. What it is going to do, it is going to store the information, process the information. Okay, so it is going to go with the end results. So no, so these are all the things which is going to happen, that they are going to modify the software, they are going to create the software, utilize the software. Okay, so that we call it as a information technology, which is beneficial, the total information technology. Communication technology. So as we know, communication technology is beneficial for everyone as we use smartphones in our daily life. Okay, so it may be a internet which is used to communicate or connect one people with another people. Okay, so this communication technology is beneficial in a large way when it comes in terms of a business entity, to pass the message from one entity to another entity, or one particular department to another department. Manufacturing technology. Okay, so when it comes in terms of manufacturing technology, so we have a robotics. Automatically it is going to do the activity. Say for example, okay, so BMW manufacturing unit, okay, all the things which is going to happen robotic through robotics. Okay, so means while starting from the first step till the end step, the car manufacturing unit, okay, so all the things, all the parts separately, it is going to collaborate together and fix it. Okay, and it is going to prepare a ready car. Okay, so this is a actual thing what I mean to say. So manufacturing technology, just because of the technology, okay, the manufacturing become very easy for the people. Okay, so that the efficiency get increased and also the durability. Medical technology. So in today's generation, we people are already aware of scanning machines, MRI scanning machines, CT scanning machine, automated systems which you used to do the operations, open heart surgery. Okay, today we are going to utilize in the medical sector also. Transportation technology. So Tesla car. Hope you people are aware of a Tesla car. Okay, so it is a automated driving vehicle. Okay, so automatically it is going to drive by itself if you set the program. Say what happens, there are a number of contribution that is being given in terms of vehicle regarding the automated systems. Okay, by using sensors it is going to work, by using the program it is going to work, that we call it as a transportation technology. Energy technology. Okay, so we are going to convert the wind energy into electric energy. Okay, so and also the force energy into electric energy by the putting a dynamos in the water. So no, so that one. Educational technology, whatever the technology that we use or utilize when it comes in terms of education. It may be a Google, it may be a chat GPT, or it may be a smart classes. Okay, so these are the example for the education technology. Through a YouTube channel we gain knowledge, right? Agricultural technology, so we use drones for the agriculture purpose. Okay, so we use a number of irrigation systems, a drip irrigation system. Okay, so we use automated systems when it comes in terms of agriculture. The most of the foreign countries had well developed when it comes in terms of the technology in agriculture. Moving forward, transfer of technology in technological environment. So what exactly the transfer of technology? The transfer of technology in the technological environment refers to the complex and the dynamic process by which the technological knowledge, see this is very important. Okay, which are all the things that we get transferred? It may be a technological knowledge, it may be a innovation, skill, methods, manufacturing process, or shared. Okay, so see what happens. So these are all the things get shared from one place to another place, one person to another person, or one entity to another entity. That process we call it as a, they had shared, adopted, and moved from one individual organization, country, or industry sector to another. Say what happens. So whether it is a knowledge, whether it is an innovation, whether it is a skill, whether it is a method, whether it is a technology, okay, which gets transferred from one particular place to another particular place, one country to another country, that process we call it as a technological transfer. Okay, so types of technology transfer. Their technology transfer has been classified into many categories. Okay, so vertical technology transfer. When it comes in terms of a vertical technology transfer, it transfers from top to bottom in a same organization. Say for example, okay, the technology that has been introduced in the research and development department, okay, so in the same organization can be used by some other HR department of the same organization. Means whatever the innovation or the introduction which used to happen in organization, from the end of the human research and development department, it may be utilized by all the departments. It may be a marketing department, okay, so it may be a production department, okay, so it may be a advertising department, okay, so sales department, okay, so these are the things how the transfer of technology get happen from a single organization from top to bottom. Okay, so it is going to introduce it and supply for the other department of the same organization. Okay, that we call it as a vertical. It is vertical in nature. Horizontal technology transfer. Okay, so it is going to happen horizontally. Say for example, okay, so two car manufacturing unit had adopted the same system or the robotics of car manufacturing. Okay, so that is the best example for horizontal technology transfer, because even it is a car manufacturing unit, even this is also a car manufacturing unit, this also adopted the same system, this also adopted the same kind of a system, so that we call it as a horizontal transfer of technology. Vertical in the same organization from the one department to another. Horizontal, the same kind of the technology had adopted from two similar companies. Done. Next one is international technology transfer. International, the technology, if it get transferred globally, internationally, so that we call it as the international technology transfer. Say for example, there are a number of franchisee that the people get utilized, okay, globally. Okay, say for example, McDonald's, KFC. Okay, so it is a global technology transfer. Commercial technology transfer, the name itself, it is going to say commercial. There is a intention of commercial aspect, okay, so in the technology for the purpose of commerce. Non-commercial technology transfer, it is for the business, it is for the non-business activities, which is utilized by the NGOs and NPOs. Next one, impact of technological implementation in business. So how exactly it is going to affect on business? Improved efficiency and productivity. See what happens. So if we utilize the technology, okay, we can notice the effectiveness and efficiency in the business, which lead for the higher production or greater production of a product in a business. Cost reduction. Say what happens. So a single machinery can put the efforts of 10 individual people or the 10 employees of organization. I can hire a single technology instead of paying salary for 10 people. So it is going to reduce the cost of production, which lead for the indirect profit for the organization. Enhanced communication and collaboration. Okay, say what happens. Okay, after the introduction of the technology, the communication skill get increased, and also the collaboration of technology, the glorification of the technology with internet of things, with artificial intelligence, with machine learning get increased. Hence it result in the increase in the productivity to the organization. Better decision making. As I said regarding the replacement system, okay, what it is going to do, it is going to collect the data, make the decision, give back the information. Okay, so all the things which is going to happen automatically when it come in terms of a replacement system. Improved customer experience. Say what happens. Okay, we can retain the customer, for a longer period of time. We can reach the global market using the technology. Say for example, with the help of the technology itself, Amazon and Flipkart reached globally. Okay, so next one is enhanced security. Okay, so regarding the privacy. Okay, say what happens. So whatever the thing that we do, that should not be shared. Okay, so it is regarding the privacy information or the private information regarding the business. So we are going to sign the privacy policy before we install the Amazon application. After going with all the privacy things, okay, we are going to install the next topic is market competitiveness. Okay, so it is going to help for the competitiveness in the marketing, to increase the competition in the marketing. The Information Technology Act 2000 is a landmark legislation in India that serves as the primary legal framework for regarding activities in the digital and the cyber space. Okay, so see what happens. It is a kind of a framework that has been formulated by the law. Okay, so it is going to work as a legal activity. Okay, so which is to protect the data of the individual people. Moving forward, contents of IT Act. Legal recognition of the electronic records and digital signatures. Okay, so it is going to recognize the digital signature. Okay, so e-signature, okay, for the e-documents. Okay, so that will get considered legally according to the court of law after the introduction of the IT Act. Validity for the electronic contracts and transactions. See, whatever the things which is going to happen virtually, that we call it as a electronic contract. Say for example, if you install any kind of the application, we are supposed to accept for the privacy policy of that particular application. Okay, which is to safeguard our data. Okay, whether it is Amazon or any kind of the PhonePe or Google Pay application, we are supposed to go with the terms and condition and accept. That kind of the agreement is valid according to the IT Act. Promotion of electronic governance. So promotion for the e-governance. Okay, so how we file the IT returns, so that is under the e-governance that we are going with legally. Identification and punishment of cyber crimes. So it is beneficial for identify the cyber crime and also the punish the people who are undergo that particular activity. Protection and data and digital privacy. Okay, see, whatever the private information that we are going to say, whether it is a bank account, PAN card details, Aadhaar card details, or personal property details. Okay, so there is a privacy policy which used to safeguard the data. Okay, just because of this IT Act. Responsibility and liability of intermediaries. So this also gives certain restrictions, instructions. Okay, when it come in terms of the intermediaries, the virtual intermediaries. Say for example, I cannot release any kind of the video in YouTube. It gets censored. Most of the video get rejected. Okay, so there are certain policies which must followed by the intermediaries, which act between the consumers and the people who are going to send the information. Establishment of the cyber appellate tribunal. Okay, so it is a legal authority which used to punish the people who misutilize the system. Regulation and licensing of the certifying authorities. Okay, so it is going to give the license for the certifying authority based on its authenticity and accuracy. The next session, we are going with part B, that is about a natural environment. So in natural environment, there are many concepts that we need to go. Meaning and influence of natural environment on business, how exactly this natural environment is going to impact the business. As I said, natural environment is a external environment, how exactly it is going to impact on the business. Sustainable development initiatives. Okay, so which are all the sustainable development initiative that is being taken? Pollution agents, the Environment Act, the Water Act, the Air Act. So these are the topics that we need to cover in next session. Thank you.